All right, well, we got the lures out and everything. Been to Mexico. We got the blue diamond fish attractant. The main thing is now getting some of these lures clean. The trolling lures that we use, they may have rust on them or discoloration or even that little grime on them. So we're just going to use a rag. We have a bunch of different ones out here. We have a trip this weekend. So we're going to be using some lures and we're going to clean them up. Even some of the small lures, they get all dry and the skirts get dusty. So just take a little xxxblood, shake it to activate it. And we're just going to put a little bit right on here, a little rag. And we're just going to, like I said, wipe these babies back down again. And then we're going to put them in the bag ready for storage, because if there's a hot bite, you definitely don't have time to do this. And it usually cleans them up pretty good, makes them shine. You can clean them and then wipe them off totally dry. I'll put that back in there. A little dab will do you. That's how much is on the rag. Doesn't stain the lures or anything like that, but does clean them back up. I got these on wire, and I've had them for a long time, and the reason I've had these so long is because of the XXX, the protectant in there, and keeps my feathers nice and buoyant when I'm trolling, and loosens up the skirt. This is a real nice one. I got a lot of fish with this. I even wipe it down on the hook, and I'll put that back down and put a little bit more XXX on there. And these big ones we use shark and marlin and stuff like that. It's just a big squid, but it needs to all be brushed down. All these little tentacles all need to be wiped down. And then, like I said, wipe that hook down where it's making that stuff and rust. And then we'll put these in separate Ziploc bags, and they'll be great. You can also wipe the cable down if you're running cable. Monofilament leader, wipe those down too. These are some of my shark lures. Use these all the time up at the Anacapa. But you know, it shouldn't look like this here. We'll wipe all this off. Just with the XXX, and get all this contamination off. And I want these nice and buoyant. Nice clean hook. And we'll even wipe down this big treble hook on the back end of here. And the bait's a little bit nicer now. Usually have to rewrap the wire on these, but it's no big deal. It's good to get the little juice in the wire. Keeps all the wire from rusting and your swivel spinning good. That's one of the techniques that I used in the Mexico tournament that I won. Is I put the Fish Attractant on the wire leader itself and right onto the baits. So we'll just wire this back up, and the baits smell a lot better now that this is on them. So we got that on there. We got it nice and clean now instead of all that rust and grime that was on there. And we have a smell put on these instead of the plastic smell that's usually come with them, or whatever your tackle box is smelling like. And then we're going to seal them up in a bag so it'll stay like that. I have a few more here, and Throttle love these, Marlin love these right here. I have good luck with this. It looks like just a big mullet. That's what this is, a imitation of, my mullet bait. And this is run on a double rig system. Wipe those hooks off because that's where a lot of the stuff is coming from. And then just go down your skirt, clean the skirt up. Keeps it from sticking, tearing. Wipe your head. Your head should be nice and shiny. And then that's my big mullet bait. Good bait up in Mexico. Some more diving baits. These are more of my shark trollers. This one's a little grimy, so clean it up. Works good on the Makos, Thrashers up in Ventura. Do a lot of trolling up there with my buddy. And should not be this dirty, and mainly it's because this hook needs protection. So we're going to put the rag on there and really get the XXX on this hook here. And even that little bit that we did cleaned the hook up a little bit and removed a bit of the rust. But if you do this, your lures will last longer and stay a little stronger, catch more fish, and they won't tear up, because sometimes you're not using these every season, so you got to go in there and check on them. But she's ready to go now. Like to use this early in the morning, that dark color. They'll come creeping up on it. And then I like to run that happy yellow green. This one's a little dirty too, so. And the main thing is rescentting these things. Look, most of the time these things, the last thing they tell you is the scent. Make sure your nail is still in there, holding your bait across. And this is what holds this whole lure together, so make sure that nail is in there. And you can actually put live bait or mackerel or something in there, and instead of the skirt, so you can pop that out and nail a bait in there. And the nail runs right through there, and that's what we usually do. Pin a fresh bait right in there and run this nail through there and hold them right inside of that area. So we want to clean this off, get all this stuff off of here. And these are on single hook, but that hook is all rusted up. So let's just take the XXX, and if they get too bad, then you're going to have to replace them, and you have to cut the whole thing, cut the wire, recrimp it. So it's better to take the time and do a little work to them, clean them up just a wee bit. And like I said, these things are nice scent to them now, at least. A little cleaner, but I've had them over 10, 15 years, and I always add to them, but these are just some of the ones that I always use in the Blue Diamond paste. The Straight Blood, we'll use that one for cleaning items too. Phone just fell down right when we were recording. So that OG, rub it right on the rag, and then get your lures ready to go. And I think we'll see you on the boat. Tips and tactics of how to keep your trolling lures in good condition and put a scent on them with the world's strongest fish attractant. AmazingFishing.net. Order some today.